Hi, it's Elissa Weinzimmer, founder of Voice Body Connection, and it is time for another How to Warm Up video. How to warm up. In today's video, we're going to do my favorite exercise for breath support, which I like to call the let it go exercise. Now, why is this exercise important? Because it reminds us of the pattern our body needs to be in to support our voice most fully. I want to share a metaphor with you that describes how our voice moves through our body. Think about a toothpaste tube. When you squeeze a toothpaste tube, you want to squeeze the toothpaste tube from the bottom because then all of the toothpaste will go up and out in the useful direction. If you squeeze a toothpaste tube somewhere in the middle, some of the toothpaste goes down, some of the toothpaste goes up, and you have the stuff that goes down get stuck down at the bottom and you have to do more work later to use it. So this metaphor is really similar to how we squeeze our torso, if you will, to allow our voice to flow up and out of us. And this is actually a really key concept that I love to talk about, which is that our voice travels up and out of us, right? Our breathing mechanisms are down here, our vocal cords are here, and the people who are receiving it are out there. So voice travels in this direction. Now, squeezing the toothpaste tube in the middle is akin to squeezing at your throat or squeezing in your rib cage somewhere lower than the abdominal muscles down at the bottom of your torso. What we want to do is squeeze the toothpaste tube from the bottom, so from the abdominal muscles, and send everything up and out. When we squeeze in the middle, we sort of do what I like to call a poopy breath. I get that from my mentor, Leslie Kaminoff. He came up with that phrase. And a poopy breath is when we're sending our energy down in the poopy direction when in fact we want to send it up. Okay, so let's talk about our abdominal muscles. So we have 3 layers of abdominal muscles. The outermost layer is called the rectus abdominis. It goes from below our rib cage, right underneath our rib cage, down to the pubic bone. It runs up and down with fibers like this, and you may know it as your 6-pack, although it is in fact an 8-pack, and we all have it. It just might be obscured by other things. But that muscle contracts us in this direction. So it shortens our torso, it protects our abdominal contents, and also it sort of brings us into a sit-up. It's the muscle we're exercising when we do sit-ups. Underneath the rectus abdominis, we have 2 layers of obliques. We have the internal and external obliques. Internals go this way, externals go this way. And as they crisscross, they help us with our coughing, and our laughing is a really nice way to access them. So if you laugh or if you cough, they contract inwards. And also we practice them when we do our bicycle exercise at the gym or when we're doing any sort of twisting. We're engaging our obliques. Underneath the obliques, the deepest layer is a muscle called the transversus abdominis or the transverse abdominis, and it has fibers that go side to side, sort of like a weight belt. So they come around from the spine all the way around, wrapping in our torso. This transversus abdominis muscle is kind of what we would think of as our core muscle. And it is in fact the muscle that we want to think about primarily when we're thinking about breath support. In order to engage this transversus abdominis layer, here's a nice way to think about it, is like you're zipping up a pair of jeans that are one size too small for you. So you're trying to squeeze and get tight right where you would need to be skinny to button up your jeans, but you can maybe tell that your rib cage actually is making more space in order for that to happen. This action, which in fact does engage all 3 layers of the abdominal muscles, is the action that we want for breath support. So now how do we do the let it go exercise? Like this. Put one hand on your low belly, thumb at your navel, at your belly button, and the rest of your hand below that. Release that area of your body, which you can tap into the release on the inhalation idea or the belly massage that we've done in other videos to allow you to feel the ability to release your belly here. And then on a SH sound, you're going to draw that low belly in, similar to how we just imagined zipping up our jeans. It goes something like this. Shh. And then of course, if you want to do it again, you're going to have to let go in between. So let's do it a couple times pulsing. Here we go. Shh. Let 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 go. Fabulous. Okay, let's look at what this looks like standing up. Here's what it looks like. Shh. Okay, there are a couple things I want you to pay attention to while you're doing this exercise. Number one, you gotta let your belly go, okay? Let it all hang out. That's really important on the inhalation. Number two, on the exhalation, you want it to feel like one continuous stream of shh coming up and out of you. If it's a little discombobulated, if you're squeezing a little bit in your throat or in your chest, you may actually hear a different sound quality with your shh. It may sound tense, like shh, shh, shh. So make sure that you've got that energy flowing up and out from the guts of you, which will sound like shh, shh, shh. Easy flowing, not a lot of extra turbulence, okay? The other diagnostic you can use is to pay attention to your chest. So put one hand on your chest and the other hand on your belly. When you do the sh sound, your chest should go up a teeny little bit because that lets you know that the energy is flowing up and out. It'll look a little bit like this. Shh. There's a little bounce upwards, as you may be able to see. If you're doing the opposite, if you're squeezing your chest down as you say the sh sound, shh, shh, that means that we're doing the poopy breath energy, and we don't want that. The last thing to say is that once you have mastered the shh, let it go, you can graduate to the hey, let it go. Now, hey is a useful sound because it starts with an H, which is going to allow for an easy onset at the vocal cords, and also it allows for phonation, vibration of the vocal cords themselves. So you can practice with hey, let go, hey, same action with the belly, hey, hey, and you can even go up and down in pitch as you do this, hey, 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 hey. So have fun with this as you do it. As you integrate this into your warm-up, I recommend that you do 8 shh, let it goes, followed by 8 hey, let it goes. And I really highly recommend that you put this exercise in your warm-up because in case you have any other squeezing, pulling, poopy breath patterns in your body, this will remind your body how you'd like it to behave, supporting your breath up and out. Now, this is, of course, a breathing exercise in the How to Warm Up series. And if you want to see more about how to put it in context with other exercises, watch the How to Warm Up series intro video. Thanks so much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in a future video. How to warm up.